So you can already hear the language spewing from the black box we call TV, that the police will now have to go towards more military type policing. To hell with any semblance of any constitution that we ever thought we may have had. To hell with any of it. Welcome to the 21st century. Welcome to what tyranny looks like in the digital age. What you're watching today is a country called America being subjugated. It's being subjugated through television, through the food you eat, but mostly through the false news that has started to spew at an unprecedented rate in July of 2016. For those of you who don't understand, you better wake the hell up and try to understand what is going on. Because you see, every person out there who watches these supposed shootings on television and questions, could this really have happened, is completely programmed and asleep. For those of you that understood what Sandy Hook was, how in the heck could you ever look at any piece of news ever again and accept it at all? You're looking at tyranny from your government. You're looking at police departments participating in fraud. You're looking at international tyranny, like Nice the other day. It took me about 5 minutes to go on YouTube to see people breaking down that they were actually showing you dummies laying on the ground with fake blood pouring out of them. And yet here we are, with the vast majority of us still cowering in our chairs like a bunch of damn cowards, afraid to go outside, afraid because of everything spewing out of that black box that we call TV. It's all a charade. It is completely made up out of whole cloth. It is time that folks stand up, because at the rate this is going and the ramp up that we see, where all of a sudden, for some reason, in the year 2016, there are a gazillion people out there with guns that need to kill somebody. It's ridiculous. And these false events will die under the weight of their own details if you will just stop to take a look at the details. It is fraud. It is tyranny. It is being perpetrated by your government, by international governments. If there is any inkling in your mind that what I'm saying here is true, what do you suppose follows? A complete police state, military law? What? At this point, we all have our voices, and for Lord knows how long we can post stuff to YouTube, though I imagine there will come a time when you're not allowed to challenge this ridiculous Hollywood skit that is being jammed down our throats day after day with fake violence and fake killings and fake shootings and fake terrorism. It's all staged, and I've had it up to my eyeballs. You can either be part of a country that stands up and says enough, or you can be one of the people who sits back and watches this go down. What happened in Baton Rouge today, what happened in Dallas, what happened at Sandy Hook, what happened in Boston, what happened on 9/11 was brought to you by your government. And if you can't understand that these are staged events, you need to go out and look at the details and challenge what you're being shown. I don't know what else to say about this. People have been talking about it for years now, and still so many of us are buying into the tyranny that is subjugating this country and others. I guess all that's left is, I'll ask you, will you be a person who sits there and accepts the nonsense that that black box called television is spewing at you? Or will you be a human being and challenge what you're being presented with? And look at the details of what you're being presented with, and deductively reason what you're being presented with. And if you have it in you to see the reality of what is going on, it's time to stand up. It's time to say you've had enough. It's time to make a video. It's time to make a phone call. Because the next person that you see that is arguing about whether Donald Trump, the reality TV star, or Hillary Clinton, the member of a damn royal dynasty, should be the next president, you're completely and utterly asleep. And there is no nicer way to put it. So there it is. What kind of a person are you going to be? Are you going to be an animal where your television dictates reality to you? Or are you going to be a human being that stands up and understands the reality and what you're being presented with?